Absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. Beautiful one. And also they need to look at the lessons learned from the 2022 flood disaster, 2023 flood. They need to look at the lessons and improve on it. All right, let's move straight to our next conversation. Falling prices of food items may come as a cheering news to the buyers, but they bleed the farm. Farmers across Nigeria are reportedly lamenting huge losses following heavy spending on seeds, fertilizer, fuel and labor. The change in production and market dynamics means the farmers have to sell their produce at falling prices. Also caught in this web are the traders who are struggling to stay afloat. At Otako Market in Abuja, the country's capital, a trader with a shop stacked with bags of maize, rice and millets laments how he is unable to recoup his investment and make profits because of lower market prices. Where buyers are smiling, farmers are crying. Nikhil, this is in fact a dilemma. But Nigerian farmers count their losses as this price keep dropping. But how best should the government manage this dilemma? Because consumer, drop in price, but the farmers are crying. How can they manage it?
The best way, the approach of our government has to change. Government can focus now on buying directly
from the farmers.
When you buy directly, you eliminate the middlemen, because middlemen are a key factor in rising food prices.
Yes,
what
true.
do they do? Sometimes they go even right to the farms, buy up the produce even before it's harvested.
Yes.
They then go and keep these things,
Very true.
keep them in the warehouses. I remember when Yobe State moved against middlemen, prices began to fall. So states must constantly do something like this. I like what Lagos is about to do with this food hub.
Okay.
Because to keep that food hub going, it means that they have to interface directly with farmers from different parts of our country. So Lagos is not joking, because they need to constantly supply that food hub in Ekpe.
Okay.
I was reading about the fact that Niger State has given Lagos 100,000 hectares of land for agriculture, because Lagos has not got the land.
Exactly.
Yes, at least they've not got sufficient land. I won't say they've not got the land. It's in the Ekpe area, they will still have land. But when you compare the quantum of land that Niger has, for example, Niger State is the biggest state in Nigeria. And Bogu local government alone, Bogu is the biggest local government in Nigeria at more than 10,000 square kilometers. It's bigger than some states. One local government is bigger than some states. So they have enough arable land, enough uncultivated land. So when Lagos comes coming, then they are ready to give Lagos, because you must keep that supply, that hub.
Exactly.
You must keep it going. And when you keep it going, you'll be able to stabilize prices. You eliminate the middlemen. People, you can then directly supply the consumers. Lagos is a big, big market for food, whether it is livestock, food. So I believe that as the farmers are complaining now, middlemen are crying as well, because they've recorded huge losses. The decline in food prices that we've witnessed this year, many people didn't see it coming. And when government intervened just momentarily, it was not meant to be sustained. Because, for example, when they said, okay, wheat, rice, and other key items will allow people to bring them in. It was not meant to be a permanent policy. It was just meant to be implemented for like 6 months. Because you have to also help the local growers of those commodities. Rice, for example, is a major staple food in our country, probably the #1 in our country currently. And we have a lot of integrated rice farms, big rice farms,
all over the country.
The old lambs of this world. So if you now say, okay, keep bringing in.
Yeah, to support their business.
If you implement an indefinite importation, whatever, those companies will die.
Sure.
So what government needs to do, as I've said earlier, buy, and they do it in America, to keep prices stable, to ensure that farmers don't get discouraged. Sure. Our government has to begin to do that. By implement a system that allows you, that incentivizes agri production, and then be the off-taker from these people. And then you can supply. You will be able to keep inflation in check, you will be able to keep prices stable, and you will be able to keep farmers going. Because if this year farmers record huge losses because this input specialized seedlings, they are very costly.
Yes.
At the end of the day, when there is tremendous yield, it impacts prices.
Sure.
So, and people have talked about this year, that this year we recorded huge harvest, that they were not thinking, that they didn't think it will happen. Look at how expensive white beans used to be.
Yeah, it went,
and then it came down drastically.
It went really
Tomato prices went down by about 70%. There's no way that the farmer will be excited about that, because he has had to inject a lot of money in anticipation of impressive profit. But those prices are coming down based on government intervention, based on improved, what is it called? Improved supply. That's improved harvest. So, but the point still remains that even these prices that are going down, there is disparity in terms of what's going on in this region and that region. In the north especially, no one can deny that prices are going down. But in some other parts of our country, we do not see the same.
Yeah, exactly. The same.
The southeast, for example, Rivers State and the rest of the southeast, you can't talk about prices going down in the way you talk about it in northern Nigeria.
Okay.
Because of supply and logistical issues will definitely impact on prices. I pity farmers, but it's a major relief for you and I when we go to the market and we can see that prices are going down. You know, and it's also been helped by the stability in the Naira stability has also helped.
Okay.
The prices will further go down if we strengthen our currency, because our currency is weak now against the currencies of our neighbors. Our neighbors are coming to Nigeria to buy. I said, somebody told me that, you know, see Marco Polo now, all of those big Marco Polo that were used during, like the ones used during Festac, that they share to schools in those days. People are coming from Cameroon to load food with those luxury buses.
Yeah.
People are coming from Chad. Do you know that people come all the way from Chad to Benue to buy food? Because with the currency that they have, it's a lot cheaper.
Yes.
A lot of those African, military rulers up to Burkina Faso, it's Nigerian food that they are supplying them with. Up to Burkina Faso, Central African Republic, people are coming to buy Nigerian food.
So we need to do something urgent.
If not because our currency is weak now, they are able to access cheaper food, maybe they will have chased away all those military rulers that people are making them feel like they are Aladdin, or there's nothing like them. All those Burkina Faso that our people have turned to demigods here. They literally even worship them. Honestly, if not for the access to cheap Nigerian food based on our weak currency, maybe they would have chased them away. They would have chased them away. There would have been insurrection against them because of hunger.
I mean, what should the government do to manage this thing? Because dropping prices, the consumers will smile. But when the farmers are not seeing profits,
Yeah.
They'll get discouraged.
Because BK has outlined, I'm a farmer, and I know he's a farmer too. So he has really spoken to the heart of the matter. The heart of the matter in terms of how. And then let me just add to it that storage. Because of subsistence farming, farmers lack sophisticated storage. They can't. A lot of them can't afford. This. So you see that they pack tomatoes, for instance, in baskets and cover them with paper. Meanwhile, it ought to be those plastic crates that will minimize. So those things, and then
see this one in crates now.
And then you find the lack of storage. We have a big problem with storage in Nigeria, sophisticated storage. So, like what Lagos is doing in terms of the logistics hub, it should be all over the country. Yes. As a matter of fact, I even thought that these airports that governors are building, that they will turn them to logistics hubs.
Agropolis.
No, not just logistics is not just about agro. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things. You can even have micro production beside these airports. You can have some, food hub behind the airports. So you don't need big aircraft. Even small aircraft, propeller aircraft can actually take food from, across different places. So that way.
That should be the real cargo airport.
That's it.
Exactly.
That is it.
So we turn cargo airport to where people fly.
No, of course, the governors.
My state has an cargo airport, Ogun State.
Yes, Ogun State has land. Ogun State has land, fertile land. But if the state government can actually be serious with it, one, you need roads across the state into those farms. You need security. Security is a problem. Then again, the big elephant in the room is the purchasing power of Nigerians is poor. Food prices are dropping.
Okay.
But are the people able to go and bring it? And then we now come down to the level of sachetization of the economy. Everything coming down to sachets. So families cannot really get the adequate nutrition that they need. Then again, when you say food prices are falling, because of transportation is still high. So even when the food is cheap in the north, moving tomatoes, for instance, from Jos to Lagos. You can imagine how many checkpoints on the way. The vehicles, are likely to break down on the road.
Okay, but
cost of diesel.
Okay, we have Tony calling in from Kaduna. Tony, let's talk. Tony, good evening. Let's talk. Go ahead.
Good evening. This is Mr. Tony from Kaduna.
Yeah, go ahead.
I greet you, sir.
Yeah, no.
Fine, thank you. I love your analysis this evening, but I want to differ a little bit. The reason why, this is my own view, although, the reason why food prices have really crashed and farmers are complaining is because of the amount we use in buying fertilizer. That is one factor. Yeah. After spending a lot, some of us collected loans from the bank at high interest rates. Now look at the time we bought fertilizer. Fertilizer was very high. We had to employ people to come and work in the farms. These are factors that we are put into all these things to make sure that we can sell and then get good yield and profits. But unfortunately, because of the government intervention, it's now made most farmers to complain.
All right. Thank you very much.
That is the theory. I think it's referring to the waiver.
Import. Import waiver.
Because it naturally crashed the prices of rice, for example. So it's right, and I have not. It's not as if I disagree in any way with what he said. You cannot invest so much on your farm and be happy to see prices going down the way they went down. Look at rice. At a point, rice was like 60,000.
Yeah, in some places, in some states, it even went
60,000. In Ebonyi, it even came down to like 30,000. So meanwhile, a couple of months earlier, the same rice was being sold above 100,000. So that's like an unsavory decline that no farmer will be happy to witness. Because, look, people are happy to buy foods at cheaper prices, but it has been at a huge cost to the farmer. Even tomatoes, because farmers have no way of storing it. They have no choice but to sell at rock bottom prices. I just came back from Benue. See oranges just wasting away.
Yeah. But anyway,
they always talk about this post-harvest losses.
Yes.
I don't think there's any country in the world where farmers experience post-harvest losses like it
Nigeria
is in our country. And part of the losses that we are talking about is prices going down way below the expectation of the farmer.
We need to go on this break. But with this one, it's also an opportunity for export. If they're having too much and they can't sell. But anyway, our apologies. Yes. But we need to go on this quick break. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere. Still Journalist Hangout.